Welcome back, friends. We are about to embark on a brand new adventure today. So I just pulled into town here. Well, you know, I kind of got sick of my life and decided that we would go ahead and change things up a little bit. So I sold everything that I owned, bought a brand new trailer back there, and bought some land. So, pretty much the whole story here is we are going to be doing a little bit of a logging and kind of maybe homesteading roleplay. And we're going to be doing this a little bit more realistically this time around. So, like I said, we just kind of... Come on, there we go. Got rid of basically anything and everything. I'm starting a whole new life here, pretty much. I've bought up a little bit of land, and I've got a few $1,000s worth of money left here. And we're gonna take a little shortcut to the property here, because I kind of felt like going the back way around and doing a little off-road work, kind of, sort of. Alright, so we got into town. We already knew that was the shortcut up to our place, and here is the bulk of our property. Now, I need to try and get my trailer pulled in here. I think that's about where we want it. Maybe a little bit further forwards. And... oh. There we go. We might as well get it all opened up here. And I'm a little bit further forward than I wanted to be. I've got a nice little welcome mat there for the trailer. And I'd like to have that kind of lined up with the trailer. That's pretty good. So I've got this tiny little trailer. I mean, it's something to sleep in, and I can, you know, kind of cook a little bit. So, you know, I mean, we can sit in here, and this little table can fold down, and it's somewhere to sleep. It's not much more than that. Wow, I didn't mean to pop out on top there, but alright. So, like I said, I've rolled into town. I don't have much money left after buying up my property. And let's pull out our tablet here so we can take a look at what exactly I have. I own 2 plots here. I've got a nice sized little lake in the middle of the other plot. And I've got a bit of forestry in throughout here, bit of woods. And we're gonna be logging some, because, you know, I got sick of working for other people, and I really wanted to be my own boss and not have to deal with what someone else says all the time. So, we did that. The reason I set up over here is... which way was it? I think it was further the other way there. Yep, it's further this way. There we go, it's on the other side of the bridge. So I've got this nice little pond down here too that's kind of in the middle of everything with this little stream going to it. But I know I'm gonna end up buying a lot of equipment, and in case some of it needed to get shipped in or something, or if I needed to, you know, load up some logs and send them out, something like that, I've actually got train access here on my own lot. This is mine, I own it, and we're gonna make use of it some. Now, the big problem is I need more money to be able to do much of anything. I do need to see about getting a logging trailer, because I mean, it's gonna be rough getting everything loaded into the back of this pickup all the time by itself. But we're gonna go ahead and I think knock one tree down here. If I can get back out of the bush. There we go. Alright. So, I'm gonna knock down a tree. I mean, this one looks pretty darn dead. I don't think we're gonna get much money out of it. That looks pretty big to try and load. Maybe pick like this guy. He's a little bit smaller. Gotta make sure I don't drop it on the truck. So this should be about good. We'll get this one log sold off, or one tree sold off. Let's get it bucked up here. Come on. Alright. So let's see if we can kind of guess for the length of the back of our truck there. That's going through the truck. I mean, if I drop the tailgate, that ought to be fine. Technically, I don't own the spot on the road, the side of the road. That's why it's yelling at me here. Alright, let's see if we can get our tailgate down here. Might as well move a little bit closer too, I suppose, huh? Alright. We're going to use this as our basis for our length here. And I know that these are definitely not coming out perfect, but you know what? It's our very first tree that we're cutting down here. And we're just trying to go get a little bit of money, because, I mean, it's already late in the day. We're not going to be getting much work done today. But I might as well get something, because I know I'm not going to be able to afford any sort of logging trailer with, you know, the $5 grand that I have to my name left. And I don't want to sell off any property, because that's how we're going to be making all of our money. In fact, I already know that I want to buy the next plot up in line too, kind of, and get some open space to put up a logging yard and maybe a little bit of a farm. At the very least, get some chickens or something, you know? Try and get everything in here so it sits alright. The truck has a good bit of power to it, but it's nothing too amazing. It's a bit on the older side. But you know, it's what I had, and I really didn't have the money to buy a brand new truck to replace this one with when I was buying up all the land. But I think, from everything I'd heard about all the land that I bought, there should be plenty of timber on here to pay off everything we're going to need to get on the short term at the very least. I know that I will need to buy some more land eventually. Just for the timber, too. So I'm probably going to really need at least 2 more plots of land. But you know, this other plot that I have, which we'll take a look at, because I got to go by there to go sell off this wood. The other plot's fairly well forested. I mean, this one that we're on right now, where the trailer's at's kind of the smaller plot. But I figured if I've got the trailer and the little carport was here, this is the neighbor's creek or pond, but he's not going to mind me using it a little bit. Plus, I got the other one down there by the railroad. Let's throw some straps on here, huh? Figured at least that way I've got some water since I don't actually have utilities on this plot. Other plot doesn't have any utilities either, though. Alright. I'm going to pull out my map here real quick again, too, on the tablet, just because I don't want to get lost. So we're going to be going to sell everything down over that way, and our other plots over here. So we'll just kind of follow the road back down around and right down by the shop there. I mean, I could have taken the road up, but I just wanted to make sure that trailer would do alright going up the hillside, because we might be having to park on some hills and carry it through some hills and things. I don't know that I've ever really had this much weight in the back of the truck before, and it's doing pretty well so far. So off to the right here is all of our second plot. Now, I mean, you can see I got a good amount of wood through there, good amount of timber. Make sure we don't have a train coming. Okay. And right here we've got our local equipment dealer. So I will have to stop in there and see what kind of trailers we can find. I'd like to get something we can just tow with this, so I know I'm not going to be doing a ton of lumber at once. But you know, that's alright. It'll hopefully balance out a little bit better than this truck is right now with this wood. Alright, so the lumber mill's on our left here. This big open space is the plot that I kind of think I want to get next, because being right across from the lumber mill means it'd be a pretty good staging area. There is a nice big plot right here next to the lumber mill too that I got told that people would be willing to part with. Alright, well, let me go in and figure out exactly where they want this stuff, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright, so they told me where I could go and drop the lumber off for them. I need to shut that off again. It is going to be right back over on the edge here at the train. Right in this little zone here. So we'll get all this dropped. The other thing that was kind of exciting is I found out that there's been some issues with lumber companies in the area. Seems like there's been some work disputes and tax issues and things, and as much of a huge logging area as this has been, there's apparently not very many logging companies, tree service companies, anything operating right now. which means that this is going to be pretty lucrative for us. Well, for me, I should say, to be doing all this. Alright, so we've got that little bit sold off, and I mean, that one tree alone was quite a bit of money. So, like I said, I got told that everyone kind of left and quit doing any of the logging and tree work. And I also ran into a gentleman. They've actually got a little bit of a job board in their kind of thing. They've been trying to help some folks out because they've had some issues. Apparently, there's nobody really that's willing to do any tree work. So since there's nobody willing to do any tree work, I got put in touch with some folks that need a little bit of work done. I'm gonna have to make sure that I don't get lost on my way to these areas. I got 2 different guys that were looking to have some dead trees cut down on their property. Apparently they're willing to deal with them after I cut them down, but they were just kind of a bit uncomfortable felling the trees themselves. So all we've got to do is go and cut down a bunch of dead trees. And let me check my map here again before I leave real quick. The one is, I believe, right up over this way here. Yeah, right up over and through here. That I'm gonna have to find some trees. Through that whole lot right there. So we just need to take a left here. And I guess I'll just kind of pull off the road here. And we'll just kind of park on the side there. These should all be marked. That looks like... Am I not quite on the right... Oh, I'm not quite on the right plot. We need to keep moving ahead just a little bit past this road. I guess I have to be able to pull off on this road. There we go. That looks a little bit better of a parking spot. Okay. So right through this lot, I should have at least a handful of dead trees. They should all be marked. Here's a handful right here, a few at least. No, not seeing any markings though. Well, there we go. Okay, I guess it's not all the dead trees he wants down. Well, that's a shame. I bet she's gonna give me a little bit of a pay cut or something for that. Alright, well, let's keep an eye out here. I guess I just gotta search through and find where all of our marked trees are. Don't see any markers yet. I'll tell you, if this is going to be this time consuming, maybe we won't take any more of these jobs. Make sure I'm still on the right. Yeah, I'm still on the plot. Here I thought I was just going to come and look for all the dead wood and cut it all down for him. Ah, there's one. Alright, so hopefully we'll find the rest here shortly. There goes one. He wanted, I think, 13 cut down. Guess let's search back up this way. Maybe if that one was down, maybe there's a few more in this area. There we go. There's another one. Let's drop this one kind of that way. There's another dead one. Is that? Yep, that's got a marker. Alright, 3 down, 10 to go. Ooh, that one didn't quite fall down all the way. Well, I would normally cut that up a little bit more. You know what? Let's do it. Let's try and knock this guy down a little bit more, just so it's not sitting there like a Widowmaker form. There we go. And we'll just keep getting it caught up in this tree, huh? Maybe take another hack off, see if that'll get it to balance out a little better. I don't like this kind of work like this. There we go. We got it out of the tree. Alright, let's see if we can't find the rest of these that I need to cut. See another dead tree over here. Yeah, you got a marker. You can see why he didn't want to cut these down himself. These are all on some kind of steep angles. Go. Alright, here's another dead one standing right here. Is that? Yeah, it's got a mark. Set it down this way, kind of. Go. Let's see if we've got anything else over this way. So, yeah, it's got a mark. All right. Here's a couple more. Let's drop this guy this way. Should be a little safer for us. There we go. Same with this one. Send it uphill so it shouldn't go rolling anywhere too badly. Okay. Oh, here's a dead tree. Is this one? Yes, it is. Let's not drop it across that road. Let's try and get right in between these other two trees to our left here. There we go. What about this one that I kind of passed up? Yep, you are. Railroad down there, so we're going to definitely have to drop it uphill. I hope this doesn't get caught. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. Just fall. And it got... Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Hopefully we didn't damage this tree too much. Here's another one. And same thing. We're going to have to drop it uphill so we don't lay it across that railroad track. Alright. What about this? Yeah. Here we go. Okay, where are we? We have a lot more land we can cover here, but we only need to take out one more tree. We just gotta find our one tree. any chance is it going to be this one? Fingers crossed. No mark. Starting to think I wandered too far. Check my. Oh, we are not on the same property anymore. That's definitely why we're not finding any right here. This side of the road. Many bushes. All right, we gotta find one more dead tree that's got some spray paint on it. There's another dead tree. Couple of, you know what? I think I already looked at those ones, didn't I? Yeah, nothing on those. Nothing on that one. Can't believe he didn't want me to just take down all the dead wood. Got me traipsing all over his hillside here. He could have at least shown me which ones. Well, that's one I took down already. See anything like down here? Ooh, what about this? No. Alright, let's see. I mean, it's gotta be somewhere, right? I'll just find one more tree. Once down. Alright, now we're going the right way. Yes, now we're still on his property this way. I mean, these all look pretty healthy to me. Oh, wrong way. This way. What about this one? Looks like we got a couple of dead ones over this way, at least one. And two. No mark. This guy. Nothing. That one we already checked. Let's see, we got a couple more up here. Well, at this rate, we definitely need to get into that other job today. Guess I should have asked him for a map or something as to where the trees were. feel like they were probably all fairly close together, since most of those that I got were close together. Not really seeing any other dead trees, though. What about this one? No. Nope. 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 Probably already checked all these trees the first time through. Please, please. No. Well. I don't know. If I don't get this last one by the time we lose sunlight here, I might just have to tell the guy, sorry, did what I could. I mean, if I do that, I feel like I probably shouldn't take any money from him. Alright, well, give me a minute, folks. I'm gonna give this guy a call and see if I can't figure out where these trees are at. Alright, so I just got off the phone with him, and he was saying the last one, from what I could gather and what I could tell him based off of what I cut so far, should be somewhere around the fork in the road right up this way, right over by this guy's house. There it is. There's our last one. Alright, and he wanted me to try and drop it, like, straight along here. I mean, that's kind of, word will be in the road right there, but let's see if we can get it, like, real straight right here. And worst case scenario, if we're in the road, I guess I'll chop it up and move it off to the side here. Well, that definitely bounced, but that looks pretty darn good. We're not in the road. And that should be everything that guy wanted finished. It is getting a little bit late in the day here, though, to try and do another job like this with me wandering around some guy's property. So, well, let's get back to the truck here. And I guess I'll go swing by the store, see how much our trailer's gonna be with when I pick one out here. Try and get backed up here. There we go. Alright, let's wait for traffic. And there we go. Really not sure how much one of those small logging trailers that I'm thinking of is going to cost me. I would certainly take a used one if I could. Ooh. We'll see how long we keep this truck. This truck seems to be having some trouble too. Seems like my shocks are bad or something. Alright, I'm gonna run into the shop and see what I can find here. Alright, Alright, so unfortunately what I really want is going to be about 19,000. So I decided to kind of spend almost all of my money here. And I bought this little guy. I mean, I guess it's not really that little. It's definitely going to fit more than we can fit in the bed of the truck. But I still have to load it by hand. Which is going to be rough, because... Let's see, are we close enough to hook that up yet? A little bit more than I can throw my hitch in there. It's going to be rough getting this thing loaded up by hand, just because... I mean, I really don't want to do all that by hand. You know, I don't know that we're going to take this up the bank there. We'll come around and grab the road. Did I just go the wrong way to get into the road? I did, didn't I? Let's check our map here. I did. I should have just stayed right in the parking lot there. Okay. Well. Let's go ahead, take our road here. And I guess tomorrow we're going to be starting logging on our property bright and early. Because it's going to take quite a few loads here to pay off this trailer. And to start making some money towards the next one. Alright, so thank you for watching, everybody. Next one should be out soon, where we'll start logging on our own property here. Have a great day, and happy gaming.